I know. He said, because he heard me talking about it. I was in there talking about it. That's why when I was sitting on the porch. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh my God. I said, what you gonna do? Ride in and go spend the night out at Sylvia's house? I might. I said, boy, shut up. I told him that too. He didn't say nothing. No, it wasn't that. I said, yes, it was. Oh, he was mad. He was mad because me and him was in there talking, and then I was telling him, he said, my sister coming to get money. I said, oh, I forgot you a payday loan. He said, huh? I said, yeah, they just don't give you the extra $50. He got mad. But it's the truth. She just paid you back and she came right back and got it. That's why when I go in there and I see some money in the coat, if it's 200 in there, I take 60. Remember, I used to do that all the time. I'd be like, Teresa, you got some gas? You'd be like, no. I'd be like, here you go. I go in there and take it. I sure do.
I sure do it
Now
here.
he know me. So now he hide half in one little part and put the other half in the other part. So he think I'm stupid. So I put it together and take what I want out of there. I don't take over $60 though. You gotta go back? Okay, baby. Okay. Okay, bye. Oh, you open it? Oh, you did it. I thought you couldn't do it. You tell Uncle to take you to Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, but you gotta be good. You can't be being bad. Get up. Where the remote? You got my remote? You threw the can in the trash. We gotta take the can and put the can outside. Mommy don't want it in that trash. Did you hear me?
But her wanted the trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you to Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, take you to Chuck E. Cheese. Call husband.
If you were detained at any San Bernardino juvenile detention facility, such as High Desert or Gilbert Street, this is the money glitch that's getting former detainees properly compensated. San Bernardino
Olivia stood tall, hands still in her son's, and turned her back on him.
Good morning. What you doing? Oh, you got used to the channels yet?
Chilling is in.
The channels on Sling. You all right?
Chili is hook.
Okay, yeah.
Chili is
That's not bad. They charge me
Chili
$80 a month for that. That's not bad, huh? $286. Multiply.
Don't move me.
$286. They making all the money. Najee gets it free, but yes, Therese is with her house program. They make her it's connected with the smart TV where everything comes in the smart. She got to pay $80 a month, and that's just because it's Spectrum, but it's nothing to watch. It's just all basic channels. You don't get none of the channels that you watch. You can pay $80 a month, but you don't get nothing. So basically, all she got is the internet for $80, and she don't have no Spectrum. Ain't that something? And I told Dee, I said, Will don't want that. Cut that shit off. I said, all you did have was
Will said bad words.
I'm sorry for saying bad words. I would have had just the news channels, and that's it, and the internet. That's it. What you need the internet for, if you got with Spectrum, you don't need it. Spectrum went like that since they started getting, see, they didn't have cell phone. Now they got cell phone, they don't care. Because they know you want a Spectrum, you want a TV. So, they don't care. So see, then it used not too long, why don't you miss me? Oh yeah, she should. She getting her Social Security. She gets Social Security like me and you and her. All three of us get it. Oh, wow, she moving from, she moving? And she there? So you mean she ain't gonna get that car? I hope not. She do? That's nice. I don't know what you think, we talk about it. She trying to rent the room out. She trying to rent that other room? Yeah, I understand. Oh, okay. Alright, so when is she trying to rent the room? Oh, okay. Well, I had told Harry that she could rent it for $250. I don't know. That's what I told Harry. I said not over $300. I didn't know, but Harry ain't coming. Harry, I tried to help Harry, and Harry talking about, well, I'm looking for my own place. I said, okay, and that was it. But I told her 200. Well, I'm gonna cancel that with that, cause when she told me, she had asked me 2 weeks ago, and I told her, okay. Next thing I know, she texted me back, well, I'm not sure, because my uncle is a realtor, he gonna help me. So I said, Ari, where you gonna pay rent less than $300? Am I right, Will? What you gonna pay? No, I did. No, but me and her was discussing it. We were supposed to come over and we was gonna talk with you there, but she never showed up. That's what I told her. Yeah, she said her mama moving and taking her Section 8 with her. So I thought Ari would just stay there. And she said, no, I'm currently looking for my own place. But I was asking if you and Papa let me come back. I said, yeah, but come over Friday and we'll discuss it. And she said, how much rent? I said, maybe $250. Because if you could buy plane tickets to Chicago, you could pay $250. I have to charge her something. I think Ari thought she could just stay for free. I said, no, you gotta pay. So I said, I'll be there Friday. Come to the house and we'll talk. Ari never showed up. Then she texted me back and said, well, I'm not sure if I'm coming because I'm looking for my own place. I said, okay. And that's why, that was it. She never came. Yeah, she was supposed to come and talk to me and you about it. But she never came, so I told D, I said, well, I'm going to leave it alone. He said, me too. And me and him, we never brought it back up. But no, she was supposed to come talk to us. But she was like, texting me, oh, I'm looking for my own place. I said, okay. Because, Will, I know she ain't going to find nothing under $1,500. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's because see, before, Ari was like, well, I don't have money. Ari Ari got a new client and she making more money, true enough. But Ari don't even pay her phone bill. Dee still have to pay it. So, I know, but he does. He pays her phone bill. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. She never do. So, anyway, she get a plane ticket for her and the boy up and back from Chicago. Back another ticket and she goes in. They $300-400. So I figured, hey, I told Dee, I said, yeah, I'm gonna charge her $250, $300. We gonna talk to Will. She never came over. Yeah. Yeah. No, 4 times. Yeah, she been there 4 times. Yeah. Exactly. And how I know, because I know her and Najee talk, and I don't want to tell what he said. He said, I told Ari, that Aaron boy don't work, and she's spending all her money. When we was at Camp Will, she was at Teresa's house, so I'm looking like, who is this people showing up? Ari showed up and bought $50 worth of snacks for her and Aaron. So I'm thinking, okay, she gonna give us some. Aaron took all her snacks and she had maybe $100 worth of weed. I said, oh, okay. So it's her money, so I didn't say nothing.
I'm gonna take
Yep, I
all
didn't say
her
nothing. You right.
snacks.
So that's why when she asked me,
Cookies
I said, oh yeah, we gotta talk to Pawpaw. Oh, thank you for saying I could come back.
Because
I said, yeah, it's gonna be 200, not over $300 charge. And it won't be over 3. That's what I told her, but later on, she called, text back, she didn't call, she text. Oh, thank you for saying I can come back. But right now, I'm looking for my own place. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, I hope you find something. She said, no, my cousin, he worked for real estate, and he gonna help me. I said, okay. And that was the end of that. Yeah. Terry. No, she been spending it on the boy. She done been back to Chicago. No, this what she do. She live check to check. She says she pays her mama's rent, the Section 8, and the cable, and then she go to Chicago. She didn't even have no money with her to buy nothing to eat. Tell you. I guess that's what Nancy said. Nancy said she in love and went out there, spent all her money. She paid for his ticket to come here and to go back. She paid for that. He didn't pay. Girl, they live out in the country. Hell no, they ain't got no damn money. Boy, they ain't got no money. Yeah, they ain't got no money. No, they don't got no money. He sat there and said, we just don't live in the city. Say, for instance, he live out in the country, like, it's no shopping centers and all that. When you want to go shop, it's like an hour to go back into the city. Yeah, he explained it to us. Well, he was showing us. He was like, yeah, we go camping all the time. That's all we do. We rent a whole U-Haul. And we go camping. I was like, okay. He was just telling us about it. But Ari don't like it. She said she really like the country. Belize. Yeah, that's how Ari did. Ari thought it was nice. She thought, and when you get your nails and all that, it go an hour. It took an hour to get to the city to go. That was it. Okay. In the next couple of hours, I'll be sitting here watching TV. No, the guy didn't come, he called in. So if he come early, I don't have to wait. Feel like waiting. Okay, you are. You know your dad pissed me the fuck off. He gon' say, "Nigga, I was waiting." I said, "What the?" So, me too. So anyway, I said, yeah, Ari didn't ask about it. But then, you didn't talk to me? I said, yeah, she's supposed to show up. He said, well, Liddell can give you 100. I said, no, I said, at least 250. No. I said, no. That's what Will said. I said, no, ain't nobody offering no $100 for no groceries. That's a damn lie. I said, no, I told Ari 300. Oh, you did? I didn't know. You didn't talk to me. I said, yeah, because Ari didn't show up, Will. She changed her mind. I said, she changed her mind. I get it, but yeah, but he ain't doing nothing without me. I don't give a fuck. Me too. Yeah. Dog. Been there. Cause she get a social security check just like Will. She get $2,000 a month. He was shocked. How you know? I said, I know. Don't worry about it. She could pay her. No. I said, oh, now she running from Shanae. But it was when Shanae put her ass out. So she living at Betty's and Paulette's. That's what it is. But ain't nobody trying to. She sure don't. That's why I want you to oh, yeah, he finna find out. He gon' no, what he gon' find out? He gon' find out it is. Then they'll come over there with that little boy. Will gon' see. That's what his ass did. He told me $100. I said, no, she gotta pay $300. But we'll talk about it. I said, we gonna talk about it for sure. You ain't finna do that. Thank you. This is a problem. Move!
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Them too. All the time.
I'm sorry.
And Betty in the low income now. That's the only thing good
I'm
about
sorry,
her. Yeah, go
Granny.
over there.
I'm sorry,
That's the only thing
Granny.
about her, because she just got. Yes, because what's her name trying to help her? She's gonna get it. But it's just temporary.
And to see-
From Shanae.
see double-
Shanae put her ass out.
I
because
felt
Shanae
there's-
got that other sister,
Yeah, but
the
I
other one
hope
that was
that-
alcoholic. Exactly. 2015. He gonna say, and it's nice. I said, I don't care. Why you telling me? He got quiet on the phone. Yeah. Well, I'm good. I hope they wear his monkey ass out. I hope she do. I ain't thinking about him. No, she gon' I tell no, she not. No, she not. Oh no, that ain't happening. That's why Reverend called you. When I come, when you talk about it. No, I know you ain't, but you know me. She ain't giving no $100. You a goddamn black bitch gonna sit up there with a brand new car? Will lost his fucking mind. That ain't finna happen. He told me. He said maybe she could give you 100. I said no, she can't give me nothing like that. I said I already told Abby. I told Aaron 300. Sure did. Oh, I already know her. I seen them with me before, D. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. They got a brand new car. What was that? Yeah. And he ain't got nothing but $400 in his account. I didn't say nothing. I just looked at it. Everybody watching that one. Oh, I know. Over there. She old as me. Me and her the same age. Look at that. I don't care because I'm not getting no TV. she drink too much. But oh yeah, it's over with. That girl, everybody know that, dude. You lying. The bank don't tell you that.
Sit down.
Yes. No, they didn't. Mm-mm. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, she know that's a lie. They don't do that. Mm-mm. It ain't coming, dude. Yeah, it ain't coming, dude. It's over. Yeah, it ain't coming. It's over with. When it was over, you can't even cash a check over a year. It gotta be from 3 to 6 months. No, it's not. No, it ain't. Yeah, that girl lying.
It's okay, Granny.
Man, I'm telling you, it ain't what you say. Shay ain't telling the whole story, dude. That's all. She's not telling the whole story, and that's why it's like that. That girl, you ain't gotta go there because it's more to it than that. Yeah. How you don't talk if somebody got your money? Man, that's crazy. The bank can't tell Shanae nothing. Shay nothing. Don't she know that? It might be her mama. Shit, as far as we know. It might be her mama. I'm sorry. That's who I thought it was.
Ow.
Mama connected. That's what I meant. It's her mom. And now she's stuck. Yeah, she in the storefront, but they doing nice dinners. I'm like, how I was like, well, how you doing that in the storefront? Her mama ain't stupid. And she ain't tied up to all her stupid shit and broke. That's why her sister out here with a nice house.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, that's all. She just got scammed with him. Yeah, she did. Yeah. And then ask Shay and help her. And all that is a bunch of lies. I ain't getting no Alright. I ain't doing nothing. I'll be coming in a little while. Okay, baby, bye.
new Dell AI PC with Intel inside.
Then the pain hit. Her legs buckled. Her heart raced. Her mouth opened. Help me. I'm dying. Save me and the baby. And the world went black. Back at the hospital, inside the private emergency ward of National Hospital, Adana lay motionless on the bed. Doctors rushed around her, checking her pulse, lifting her eyelids. Outside, Jonathan had removed the fake beard. He had washed his face, combed his hair. Now, he wore a clean suit and shiny shoes. He looked like a completely different man, the billionaire, but in his eyes, there was no pride-only concern. He walked to the doctor. How is she? The doctor looked up. She's stable, but the baby needs attention. We may need to operate if she wakes up. I'll handle the bill, everything. Just save her, Jonathan said. Who are you to her? The doctor asked. Suspicious. He paused, then answered. She's my sister. I haven't seen her in years. I found her like this. Please save her. She's all I've got. The doctor nodded, moved by the look in his eyes. Jonathan returned to the ward, pulled up a chair beside Adana's bed, and waited. He didn't blink. He didn't leave. He waited, sitting her bedside. And hours later, just before sunrise, Adana's eyes fluttered open. She looked around slowly. The white ceiling, the clean sheets, the beeping machines. Then her eyes landed on the man sitting beside her. He didn't look like the man she had fallen on yesterday. Who are you? She whispered. Her throat dry. Where am I? Jonathan leaned forward and smiled gently. Calm down. You're in a hospital. You fainted on the street yesterday. I'm the man you fell on. I brought you here. Adana's eyes widened. But you looked homeless. How did you bring me here? You look different now. Jonathan sighed. That's because I'm not actually homeless. My name is Jonathan Abina. I'm a businessman, a CEO. Adana blinked. I didn't understand. Why did you help me? Jonathan looked down at her hands, pale and trembling. Sometimes I walk the streets like that, to find people like you, people the world has forgotten. And yesterday, God led me to you. Adana's lips trembled. She turned her face away and began to cry. Jonathan said nothing. He just placed a hand gently over hers and let her cry. Adana cried for a long time, silent, shaking tears that soaked the hospital pillow as she turned her face to the wall. Her body still hurt, and her belly felt like it carried more than just a baby it carried. Shame, pain, fear, and memories. Jonathan didn't rush her. He just sat beside her.
Messi, why are you there?
All the time in the world. His phone buzzed once. He ignored
No
it.
bite.
Why did you help me? She
No.
finally whispered
No
again.
bite. No bite.
Jonathan leaned forward, voice calm.
Oh.
Because you needed help. No one has ever helped me, she said. Her voice cracked. Not even once since my parents died.
No,
And that was the
no.
moment everything changed between them. Because Adana told him everything.
Oh,
And the cause
put in your canoe.
3 years ago,
You're the
the
one.
world was
Come on,
home.
Missy.
She lived in
You're
a
the one
small
that
village
put it out
with her
outside.
parents' middle-class, hard-working people. Her father was a civil servant. They weren't rich, but they loved her. They called her their queen, their only child. She had just graduated secondary school as the best student and was preparing for university. They were... But the night before it, the robbers came. She remembered waking up to her mother's scream. The men were loud, violent. They took everything, phones, money, her mother's jewelry, even the television. But it was when her mother looked closer, recognized his face, that the nightmare turned different. Johnson? Her mother had said, eyes wide. Without hesitation, the man shot both of her parents. Just like that, Adana's world shattered in one moment. No family stepped in to help. Her father's brothers said they couldn't take her. Her mother's relatives were silent. Alone and broken, Adana was forced to grow up overnight. She started working for survival, washing clothes, carrying loads in the market, fetching water for people who barely paid. Then came the day that changed her life again. It was a market day. She woke up early, thinking it was time to go to the stream. The moon was still out, but she couldn't tell. She thought the sun was rising. With her small clay pot, she walked the quiet path. No one else was around. She reached the stream, filled her pot, and turned back. That was when she heard it a sound. A cough, a whisper. She turned, a hand grabbed her. It all happened in seconds. A pot smashed. A body hit the ground. A heavy hand clamped her mouth. She was dragged into the bush, and then passed out. She woke up in pain after some hours. Her body was trembling, and her voice gone. She walked back home, dizzy, broken, but no one asked questions. No one cared, and no one to run to. Weeks later, the vomiting started. She fainted while carrying a bag of rice in the market. That was when she walked into a small clinic and begged for help. The nursey-kind, middle-aged woman helped her do a test. "You're pregnant," the nurse said. Adana collapsed to the ground in tears. She returned home that day with tears, and the news quickly spread. The neighbors, they only mocked her more. See her playing wife for small boys? She should be ashamed. God is punishing her. Nobody believed her story. Nobody even asked her. She became a shadow of herself. 9 months passed. She ate when she could, carried heavy loads until her feet bled despite being heavily pregnant. And that morning, she had reached her breaking point. That was when From this moment forward, everything changes. She looked up at him, confused. "I don't understand," she whispered. "You don't have to," he said gently. "Your suffering ends today." I have nothing. I don't even know how to thank you. Only anything, he said. But will you let me start over? He stared at him, speechless. Mr. Abina, the doctor said, "Your consent. The baby is in distress. But we have to perform a cesarean section as soon as possible." He hesitated.
Medicaid. But then, it's the biggest cut to Medicaid in history. Calvert just voted for it. More than 50 million healthcare, seniors, veterans, and children with disabilities. Do it. Another huge tax break to big corporations. Tell Congressman Calvert we can't now.
Reese's and Hershey's Zero Sugar. So delicious. Check this twice. Need to bounce back. Delivered life altering science delivered life.
Pack your summer with awe and awesome at Studios. We wow, find new wonders, and reimagine.
Do it. I'll sign everything. Adana reached out weakly. It's expensive. Jonathan took her hand. Tears returned to her eyes, and for the first time in months, they weren't from pain. They were from hope. The surgery happened that evening. The doctors wheeled her away. Jonathan stood outside the theatre with his arms crossed, waiting. The minutes felt like hours. He had faced boardrooms full of oil executives, signed billion-naira deals, even stood beside presidents, but nothing had made him this nervous. Then the doors opened. A nurse walked out, smiling. "She's okay," she said. "And the baby?" "A healthy baby boy," the nurse said, holding up the bundle. Jonathan exhaled, slowly. Adana lay asleep in recovery when he brought the baby to her. She opened her eyes, barely able to lift her arms, but when she saw him tiny, wrapped in blue